Hi, I'm Patrick,
And I'm Liv.
and this is the Mach-E vlog. It's like 11 o'clock on a Wednesday night, but we're getting a delivery, so stay tuned to see what it is.
Yeah, let's go.
Of course, you can see the thumbnail too. It's arriving. So if you recognize those lights, that's a Rivian. And then there's the other one on the back. It's a Leaf.
Benefit of EVs, even when towing, is when you do middle of the night drop-offs. It's really quiet. This is a Rivian towing a Leaf. Really quietly. Don't be confused. It's not this car, it's this one.
So we're switching back over to this one. By the way, Lexus dropped this one off for us to have for a week so that we could do a review and Liv can do an article for a girl's guide to cars. So look for that. If we do have that stuff, we'll put it in the description.
But this is only staying with us for a week. This one, who knows how long. It's super exciting. We should tell you everything about what happened and how this came to be here.
And well, first of all, just talk about last night. So Kyle and Alyssa drove from Colorado to drop it off here, and then they had to be in Huntington Beach
By 8 a.m.
By 8 a.m. this morning. But they left, so that was Wednesday at just past midnight. They left Tuesday evening from Colorado, drove about maybe 27 hours straight.
Yeah.
Which only charging stops and food, just unreal. And before that, Kyle was in Italy covering the Volvo EX30. I don't think he's been in a bed for several days.
And then he was in Germany for something. And we saw him the previous weekend at the VW ID Buzz thing, which for us was crazy enough.
And then we went and just
he's
worked.
He's been like 2 countries.
We want to talk about the Leaf.
Yeah.
We're super excited. If you guys don't know this channel, we have a Mustang Mach-E. This is ours, and we love it. But when we moved out here to California in December, we left Liv's 1998 RAV4 behind. Bad news is we had to get rid of this car that she loved and had for years and years and years.
And I honestly did. I really loved that car. I actually sold it to a kid as his first car for $500, and I just wanted it to live on. Apparently, it's already been salvaged, though, unfortunately, but we won't think about that too much.
But the good news is we wanted to go all EV, and the only problem is like it's been very expensive moving out here.
Which we knew it's a great luxury to be able to move out here, but then the medical expenses and some other things.
We had medical expenses. We were going to wait to get solar for a bit, but then because the rules changed, we hurried and got solar. And then yesterday we had our furnace inspected, and they're like, I would never use that again. I would just put it in fan mode only.
It's very unsafe.
So we're like, oh no, we got to think about replacing that. So then now we're like, we don't want to get a car. We love the Bolt. We wanted to get a Bolt. But then,
I mean, the Bolt was amazing, but it was actually kind of expensive, like over $400 a month. So we were talking with Alyssa. We were actually like FaceTiming and just chatting with her, and she was hanging out with Kyle, and he was racing the Twizy around actually. And I think we were both talking to her about the situation. And all I remember is Kyle on FaceTime screeching to a halt in the Twizy and going, well, why don't you just keep the Leaf for a while?
Yes. And we're super thankful because this all took place. And it turns out it's actually going to work out for Kyle a little bit as well, because that right there, the little charging port there, the onboard charger is not working. We're still going to do some testing to see if there's anything that we can do, but apparently the onboard charger isn't working. And if you're confused by that, those of us in the EV world know that the onboard system that handles the AC charging, that's actually the onboard charger. The DC fast charger, when you pull up to those, that's the big unit. So that all makes sense. But a lot of people think that the unit on the wall is the charger,
It's
like in the
EVSE.
garage. But it's called EVSE, and the thing in the car is actually the charger.
But no one says EVSE. Really.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, and no one says it. So we go with whatever
Charger.
you mount on the wall, Emporia, ChargePoint.
Well, it's like with
Juice
your
box.
phone, like you call it a charger. You get it.
Well,
You
that's
get
a
it.
charger.
Yeah, but like the cable and the unit, you say like, do you have a charger, right?
So anyways, we don't want to, but anyways, it doesn't work. We can't plug into the wall and charge this. So Kyle is working with somebody out here that's about 10 miles away that's going to replace that for him. And that's actually critical, that 10-mile portion, because we can't charge it here. It only has, like right now it has 30 miles of range. He said probably around town we could get close to 100. But it needs to be somewhere close by so that we can drive it over there and get this work done.
And obviously, CHAdeMO is a little more rare. So what if the CHAdeMO is being used at the charging station, or if there's any issue with it, and we drove this car 5 miles plus a 5-mile return, whatever. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little challenge, but it's an amazing opportunity.
We sort of have to plan our trips. Like, we may go visit Liv's dad. He lives like 10 miles away. The shortest route, I think it's 12 miles away or something like that. Luckily, there's like 2 different CHAdeMO chargers by his house. So it might be like, okay, let's go visit your dad, and we'll either charge before or charge after. And a lot of that's going to be dependent on, checking out the chargers and seeing if they're busy or full. So we might always want to try to charge on the way there in case it's free. Because if we leave and we're ready to get home and then the charger's full,
free isn't available. Free isn't price. Free would be amazing.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
No.
But this is all sort of temporary. We want to play around with this, test it out, just sort of see how it is. It's nice to have like a second EV for running around town.
This is all that I wanted. Perhaps you guys know I'm a fan of used vehicles. My previous car that I owned for 17 years was a used vehicle. This is pretty much what I would have found, but Kyle was the one daring enough to find a wrecked Leaf, because it was like the cheapest Leaf available.
Yeah, and
watch his video on it.
We'll link right now to one of the videos that he has, and we'll put some links down below. He has several videos on this. He did a range test on it on the freeway, and but he walked through all of the details of that, of the Leaf when he first got it. We're going to do the same. We're going to just sort of take a look at it right now in its current state.
I haven't even gotten in it. Apparently it's stinky, so there's a whole thing. But
let's hand
get in.
Liv the key and watch her get in for the first time and sort of check it out. I'm going to go hop in the other side, but you hit unlock.
Let's do it.
And let's go.
I'm so excited. It smells like an old car. That old car smell.
And it's nice and toasty, so I'm going to keep the door open.
Yeah, I will close mine just so you don't get too much glare. I love that there is Kyle's beverage here. It's not pink drink.
It's not pink drink. It's just water.
It's just water. Okay, so by the way, I actually looked into the Leafs a long time ago because they have a really open cabin. If you don't know, I am a right leg amputee, so I drive with my leg crossed.
Stick your legs out so we can...
The seat right now is set crazy far forward, so we'll fix that in a bit. Oh, is this manual? No, it's weird. There's so many things to learn. It is?
Yeah, the scoot back you got to do.
Oh, okay, cool. So there's so much to learn about this car. There we go.
There we go.
So I originally looked into Leafs a long time ago because the 2012, whatever, the original Leafs all the way up to 2017 have a really open space here. As you can see, the space is really open.
Can I interrupt for a second? Mm-hmm. Can you just turn it on so we can roll the windows down?
Oh, yeah.
It's stuffy.
Ooh, touch to accept. I accept. This is so weird having it.
It's like press. It's not
press.
touch.
It's not just gentle tap. That's all right. So I was really interested in the 2017 and older Leafs. If you're looking for a used car and for some reason you're like me and you want more space, 2017 and older Leafs are great in that way. 2018 and they start closing off this area, unfortunately, because because I was looking at the new Leafs originally. I love that this comes pre-stickered. We have heart stickers, we have lip stickers, we got all sorts of stickers on the back. Kyle has given us carte blanche to do whatever we want with this. I think he might be expecting something interesting, so maybe we have to oblige. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. Right now, we're just going to be a little bit chill and then see what his plans are with the, getting the charger replaced. But it's actually pretty cool. It's like, what is that? Can you see down in there?
It says 29 miles of
29 miles
range.
of range. Oh, it just doesn't come up.
Here, I can show you.
Well, it's actually like the way it's showing up with the...
Oh, yeah, it's kind of fluttering, but you can see there's 29 miles of range.
And 78,000 total miles.
Dang, this is a well-loved Leaf. This is well-loved. This is going to be an entirely interesting experience for us. I know that we've met numerous people who adore their Leafs, and we're going to get to know this one intimately.
Yeah, and it's, not the fanciest of interiors. It does have heated seats, I just noticed. Some really neat little slick features. Kyle thought this was neat. I think it's neat.
Oh.
CD player. I don't think we have any CDs left.
And SD.
And then that's your map update. That's not SD.
Oh, I thought he said that was like a little SD.
Well, I think that's where you put the SD card to update the maps. I don't think it's to play off of SD. Well, we'll learn.
We'll find out. I have to be totally honest, my 98 RAV4 had a tape player, so this is an upgrade. I'm good.
Yeah, let's sort of take a look at it real quick. We're not going to make this too long, but we'll, get it out on the road and drive it and stuff. Hey, look. You can put your sunglasses
yay!
up there.
That was on my wish list.
So, we're not going to take it out on the road right now, mostly because we want to be very conservative with that 29 miles of range until we know we have time to get over to a charging station and charge it back up. And we have family in town. We got to review that car over there. But let's take a look at the back seat and then hop out. It's just a typical Leaf. Seats are a little stained and dirty and grungy. Liv was saying we may reach out to Mequiar's.
Yeah, so if you don't know, I got to do an article with Mequiar's. We took Lucifer Tucifer out there. They actually basically ran us through their detailing class, all about detailing, and they gave us a couple things. One of the things that we did not need in Lucifer Tucifer was an odor bomb, basically, which is the way they described it, you go on a long road trip with a bunch of people and your car is really stinky, sweaty, smelly, there's dogs, whatever. You could use this odor bomb and it'll neutralize the odor, for real. It doesn't take the odor away, it neutralizes it. So there's definitely some smells in here. It's not awful, but it's lived in. So I think we're going to be able to try that odor bomb that they had and maybe some other things. Because obviously Lucifer Tucifer is in excellent condition. Knock on wood, looking pretty gorgeous. Didn't need that much. This
and
needs
still
a
has
little.
new car smell.
It still has new car smell.
This
yeah.
I just love. There's stains on the roof. How did that get there?
How did that get there? Was someone flinging their burger or something?
And it could have just be I know I've almost. In fact, the glass roof of Lucifer after we moved the plants and stuff when we moved out here, there was some debris on the glass roof. But I just rubbed that off. And
yeah.
That was no big deal.
There are dog hairs and stuff in here too.
Let's take a look at the outside. So first of all, the first thing we have to talk about is the car was bought like this. Kyle didn't put this on there. Alyssa didn't put this on there. Liv didn't put this on there. It came like this. But it's character, right? But otherwise, there's not much other body damage. One little neat thing is that there's actually a solar panel up here that sort of keeps the 12-volt battery conditioned. I think that's a pretty cool little feature. Who knows how effective it is overall. It has more character. There's some stickers. Kyle bought this from somebody in the Pacific Northwest, so that's where that sticker came from. But Liv's old car was pretty much this color, so this is sort of a throwback to her RAV4 color. But otherwise, yeah, it's it's typical Nissan Leaf. It's in decent condition for as old as it is, with the exception of this. But everything else looks pretty good. Of course, weird thing that the Leafs are known for from back then are these weird, frog eye headlamps, and apparently part of that is to direct the air around the front of the vehicle and around the side mirrors. So apparently it's pretty effective. The thing is fairly efficient according to everything that we've seen and stuff that Kyle has done. We're going to do some efficiency tests. One thing that we did want to point out is this is our intro to the used Leaf. If you guys have questions about this, battery degradation, anything like that, just how it is, let us know. We're going to, not make a ton of videos, but we will be using this like when we run around town and sort of documenting like how much fun it is to have something like this. One of the reasons why we did want an older vehicle is like last weekend we went downtown to a festival. We were looking for parking. It's very tight parking. We parked Lucifer Tucifer in a nice spot, but it took us a while to find that. With this, I think we can park it anywhere and we don't care.
And also, if people are interested, we're happy to make videos about this because realistically, more and more used EVs are going to go on the market. Obviously, Leaf is one of the older used EVs that you'll find. So battery degradation of any kind and living with this kind of thing is going to be realistic. So if you're interested, we're happy to make this content, whether on this channel or on our other channel. And also, if you are a Leaf driver and a Leaf expert, please share your knowledge and your love of your Leaf.
Yeah, any tips how we can test out that charge port? I think we're just going to plug in some level 2 chargers and see if we have any luck. Maybe it's the one that was with the vehicle is not working and we can try another one and it works. So we'll try out our level 2 charging and see if we have any luck. But yeah, I think we're, very happy to have this. Thanks again to Out of Spec, Kyle and Alyssa for providing it to us, but also driving it all the way out here. I think it was about 12:30 when they showed up and they were apologizing for getting here so late. And I'm like, you guys drove for like 27 hours straight. We just sat on the couch waiting for them, after work. And it was fairly easy on our part. And it was like, just dropped off. It's so cool.
Yes, agreed. It is so cool of them. Thank you so much, you guys, for bringing this out here. Like Patrick mentioned before, we'll link down below their acquisition video of this EV. Yeah. And actually, so they trailered this in the Rivian, with the Rivian. There's a whole video that they're doing on that. It was apparently a very interesting experience. And now with that empty trailer, they're heading up north to pick up Cal's new Coda. There's a whole thing. You'll have to watch
Just go look at Out of Spec. Yeah. They have so many good videos, whether it's those or other ones.
And now our driveway is an extension of Out of Spec, which is awesome, and we appreciate it so
And
much.
we were really excited. We were talking about it on Twitter yesterday that, yesterday we had the Mach-E in the garage, and then now today we have 3 EVs here at the house, and it feels very cool to have this, fully loaded driveway and garage, and we're very excited to take that out. We already took that one out a little bit, and it rides great.
Yeah,
Spoiler
I was very surprised.
But we'll save that for another video. Thank you guys for tuning in and our second EV/Leaf/whatever update.
Temporary, but borrowed, but in our stable.
It's here for an indefinite, temporary amount of time.
Yeah.
And Kyle will be flying or driving back out here when they do the swap of the onboard charger, if we can't get it working, to document that and make a video on that. So hopefully that'll be fun. We're calling this Out of Spec West. Kyle and Alyssa can come camp out here and make videos anytime.
Drive this car or any other cars. But seriously, on that note, thank you guys so much for your continued support of our channel. Because of that support, because you watch and you comment and you share what you like and you don't like in an amazing way, we're always trying to get better. Because of that, we get to try out, I totally broke my mic, so hopefully that wasn't bad. But we get to try out cars like this beautiful Lexus RZ 450e. Like, what an incredible opportunity that we will never take for granted. So thank you so much for watching and being here. And thank you to our patrons for your support. Your names are scrolling across the screen, and the street. We should go.
We'll put them across the street. And just,
the street. No, we won't do that.
Yeah, and no matter what you drive,
and just remember
that
whatever you drive, whether it is a Mach-E or a Nissan Leaf, enjoy or a Lexus RC, enjoy the ride. Bye.